Hello everyone and welcome to another timeless video. So today we're going to be taking a look at another Jace Reawakened shell. But this time around I'm going to be playing it in a Sultai shell, where the Jace is actually going to have an amazing time plotting a lot of our permanents. So obviously, like last time, we do have Valky God of Lies and a copy of Demonic Tutor, so you can fetch the Valky God of Lies. And if you plus with the Jace Reawakened and plot this card, you can cast the backside of the Valky, Tybalt Cosmic Imposter for 0 mana. But compared to last time, this time around, we have a lot of permanents other than Valky, such as Oko Thief Crowns. Just imagine if you plot this card and next turn you play this with some counter spells as a backup with Mana Drains and Drown of the Lock. And of course, we have the trusty old Tarmogoyf. We have 4 copies of Tarmogoyf in the deck where you can plot this if you want to hold up some counter spells, as I've said before. And we also have a copy of an Uro where you can plot. Uro being upgraded to a 0 mana card that can draw a card and gain you 3 life. That's also going to be pretty insane. And also, they've actually fixed the sideboard. Now you can actually play best of 3 without having to getting all the sideboard cards out of the deck and then putting it back into the sideboard again. So thank God they actually fixed sideboard. And the reason why I wanted to talk about the sideboard is because now we actually have some new cards coming into the sideboard that I kind of wanted to touch upon. So of course we have the 2 copies of Surgical Extraction. You Kozilek, you Thoughtseize, and then take away their Show and Tell. Surgical Extract, that's a guaranteed instant win there. And we also have 2 copies of Abrupt Decay. Just a really solid card that can get rid of any non-land permanents with mana value 3 or less. So it can kill 3 mana planeswalkers, that includes Oko, Teferi, but it can also get rid of enchantments as well, and that includes Blood Moon. Speaking of Blood Moon, the last card that I want to talk about is Force of Vigor. We got 2 copies of Force of Vigor that you can play for 0 mana by pitching a green card into the exile. And this is going to be very important versus Show and Tell if you don't have any counter spells as a backup. So honestly, I'm pretty excited to try this deck out. I'm a fan of Jace, I'm not gonna lie. I like plotting, I like looting, and it only costs 2 mana. So with that said, I'm going to be hopping over to some Timeless Best of 3 to show you guys how the deck does. So let's hop on over. Finally, this sideboard's fixed. We can finally play the game. It would have been so sick if I didn't have Mystic Sanctuary in the deck. Like, wouldn't that be so sick? Yeah, I really regret putting the Mystic Sanctuary in the deck. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Wow, they kept this hand. I am shocked, to say the least. Also, enchantment's gone. So enchantment being in the graveyard is fantastic for Tarmogoyf. Okay. Let's go Bowmaster. So we can go into Oko next turn. Then make that into a 4/4. There's the Shaman. I think we're fetching a forest. I want to be a little bit healthy versus this deck. Especially when they have a Tribal Flame and a Lightning Bolt, right? Brainstorm, tempting, but I think it's Oko time. Because I kind of want them to use the Tribal Flame on the Oko.
Open your heart to the magic that dances around.
I mean, Then they'd have to use another card. Maybe creating a food is actually a lot better.
I think a little merriment is in order.
Because now they have to answer the 1/1, and they have to use Tribal Flame and potentially another Lightning Bolt on the Oko. What they don't know is that I have another Oko. Monkey. Monkey see, monkey do. So this is probably the best outcome. We kill the monkey, and they also have to use a Tribal Flame on the Oko. And they don't know about our another Oko.
Who's more foolish? The fool or the fool who rules them? I invite you to
Very
change
nice.
your ways.
We know that they have Ragavan now, so I don't really want to attack with the food. You're gonna gain life? Man, these Karmagoyfs are so fat. Oh. Okay.
One bite, and all your cares are gone.
Got a mana drain plus a brainstorm. Very nice. Is this a Force of Vigor game? Get rid of their binding? Perhaps? Abrupt Decay is actually pretty good, right? Most of their creatures are 2-mana cards or lower, and the fact that this can't be countered is also pretty nice as well. Thoughtseize is questionable. I'll bring a Kozilek, but I think that's about it. Just not sure about the Force of Vigor. They only play Leyline Binding though, like, I don't know. Seems a bit sketch. Speaking of sketch, this hand is a bit sketch. It's always you, huh? Mystic Sanctuary. Why is it always you? Kavu. So I could... I guess I could just pass with mana drain, right? Or abrupt decay. I think this Mystic Sanctuary has to go. How important is protecting our creature here? You know what? Just kill the Kavu. Let's just not take damage. Using a Tribal Flame on our 1/1 is like pretty nice, you know? I'll take that. I'll take that any day of the week. They already got 4 cards in the yard. I can't even counter like a 4-mana Planeswalker like Minx Gambu, so let's brainstorm first, since see if we can get a fetch land. Nice. So we'll put the Watery Graves in there. My next turn is Jace. Leave up a counter spell though. Maybe I just don't care about Deathrite Shaman. Wait, what? That came out of nowhere. You pass? So I guess they have a counter spell like... I think I actually have to draw this. Because they could have a Stern Scolding. I mean, not Stern Scolding. What is that 1 mana counter spell? Like, which requires a 4 mana card? I really wanted to play Jace. I should have just countered this. Like, what am I doing? Maybe they don't have it. Okay, so they don't actually have anything. Should I kill that? Or should I wait? I think I should wait. Tribal Flame? Sure.
This loss is bearable.
What is this? Okay, it's a Walnut Coddle. Sure. We'll grab a Breeding Pool. Nice. Land, instant speed, creature, land. Very nice. Oh, that's a nice find. Super nice find. Let's grab a Survey Land. Ooh, another Jace. Yes, please. Now we get to ditch our Inquisition Kozilek.
I'll find what I need soon.
I'll still ditch this. Because if we get a Brainstorm, it's a lot better, right? Ooh, Demonic Tutor. Okay. Let's see what we get with the loot first. Wow. I could grab Valky here, but I need an immediate board presence. So we'll go with Oko. Since the plot has to wait additional turn, right?
I'm certain you're quite charmed to meet me. I think a little merriment is in order.
Close game. Oh my god. These top decks are killing me.
Your expectations are exhausting.
These top decks are killing me right now.
This is an interesting development.
Alright, what is that last card? Speaking of top decks.
Out with the old. I'll shear the wolf in your eyes and spin you clarity. Surely you see the humor here.
Next turn, I think I'll start attacking next turn. Oh my god! Who is this person?
I see how it is.
I guess I should have brought Force Vigor. Yeah, apparently I should have brought it. Okay, another Tarmogoyf. More Tarmogoyfs. I think I'll just kill the Giganta here. Perfect. I mean, the Jace just did so much work. That was so good. A bit fishy, right? The fact that we can't cast Mana Drain on turn 2, but we got double Thoughtseize and a Bowmaster. I think it'll still work out somehow. Wait, we actually don't have... Whoa. Is the painter in arena? Oh no, I'm gonna get archive trapped here. Okay. Oh no. The fattest Tarmogoyf. Okay, I was about to say, because they were hovering over their grindstone, I thought they were about to use grindstone in response to me attacking. I would like a land. I hope opponent's like holding on to a bunch of archetype traps. Let's attack. Okay, let's see if they're holding on to a bunch of archive traps. They are. Glimpse, yep. I still got plenty of cars, 21 left. Yeah, the grindstone not very useful when you're playing a 3-color deck. So opponent's playing both the Founding plus the Grindstone, which the Force of Vigor might get some mileage, but I think I just wanna surgical extract some of their cards, and I'm also kind of on the discard their Milkar's plan. Uro's gonna be, I don't know how good Uro's gonna be, because yes, it does put it into the graveyard with... Oh, wait! No, I don't have that card. The green card that shuffles. I was thinking about it when I was making the sideboard, but I was like, I'm never gonna be playing against the mill deck. And here we are. Okay, maybe we sideboard out the combos, since like we don't want to draw with Jace anymore. I think we'll just go with an honest plan here. Okay, we want to mull to a Tarmogoyf. That's the plan. Oh man. Tempting. Tempting. Wait, what? Okay. That's -2 cards. It's -2 cards. I can't believe I drew Uro twice against the mill deck. You know? Seems like they have a crab if they are contemplating. Perhaps. Okay, goodbye everything. So yeah, about the... Do I want to get Archive Trapped? I mean, they started with double Void. Do they have an Archive Trap at this point? I guess Uro's gonna be useless, so let's just grab an Overgrown Tomb. Voila. Nice. I'll save the Polluted Delta for future brainstorms. Bruvac! No way. Okay, well, I don't want to die, so let's just make that into a 3/3.
Your new look is enchanting.
Gonna let that through.
Surely you must be famished.
They could have a Bowmaster, right? That would be pretty bad if they had a Bowmaster. Another Oko.
I invite you to change your ways.
I think if they attack, they die.
So it's a game you're interested in.
Yeah, I think opponent's dead, right? Okay. GG's. No black source. We do have a brainstorm, so hopefully we get there. Now, why would opponent just shock in a hallowed fountain? So that could be a brainstorm or a stifle. Interesting. Okay, that actually went through. I'm actually pretty surprised. I'm probably just going to brainstorm again. I think I want my turn to be Thoughtseize into an Oko on the same turn. So we don't want a forest. I guess we don't want an overgrown tomb. Maybe I Thoughtseize now. Yeah, maybe I Thoughtseize now. Reprieve. I don't know what kind of deck they're playing. Ooh, Jace. That could be huge if this Thoughtseize actually goes through. They really want to mana drain that, huh? I'm gonna see if they don't have anything. If this sticks, it's actually pretty nice, but if they have another mana drain, it's not good. They had another mana drain. Pretty unreal. Pretty unreal.
You show remorse, I'll show restraint. This might be a bad idea.
Guess I'll just play out my Uroden. I want to get into a situation where I can Edict plus Oko together. No lands. I feel like this should be, now that I know what they're playing, I can sideboard out the Fatal Pushes. I think this should be actually a pretty good matchup. No lands. I think we also have to switch up the mana base a little bit. We don't have any, we don't have enough swamps in the deck, I think. Or maybe this Windswept Heath is just a terrible card. We probably need to switch up the Windswept Heath for something else.
Trust me, I have a plan.
Man, if they actually didn't have another mana drain there, I think we actually would have won. Because we would have made the Oko into a 0 mana card. It's a lot of Mystic Sanctuaries.
slow this down. Here we go.
Oh, this actually... We might be able to actually win here. Okay, that's weird. I was for sure I thought they were gonna counter, but...
I'll protect you.
They're being super careful. Wow, Wandering Emperor. In this economy? Okay, let's go to next game. I know I can play for a bit, but I think it's gonna be a waste of time. Let's bring some Abrupt Decays for Teferis, Surgical Extractions, Inquisition of Kozileks, Veil of Summers, maybe Pithing Needle. Let's take out all the Fatal Pushes. Pretty easy sideboarding. Yeah, the Windswept Heath is actually really bad in this deck. Because it can only grab Breeding Pool, Overgrown Tomb, and a Forest, which is like, I guess it's okay, but not a big fan of this card. How should I sideboard? Maybe Surgical Extraction is a little bit cute. A lot of Mystic Sanctuary, so maybe it's not bad. Let's go down on Drown and some counter spells. Counter spells are just not gonna be that good versus Teferi. I think it's just way better to be proactive. Okay, so we know that Windswept Heath is a lot worse than Polluted Delta, so let's actually play this first. Hey, the Tarmogoyf is already a 3/4. We go Raiding Pools into a Goyf. If I had known that I was gonna draw Oko, I would have definitely went discard the mana drain, right? They kept it on top. Interesting. Okay, Bowmaster, the best card. Absolutely the best card there. Okay, waste their mana drain perhaps if I do this? Because they're gonna be able to gain 2 colorless mana, right? They can't actually cast anything. Oh, Deathrite Shaman. These are all good cards. Maybe I don't want a land. Path to Exile. Sure. So this mana drain is basically gonna be useless here. They have a Teferi of Hero of Dominaria. And it's gone.
Revel with your king, wild and sovereign. Welcome to the feast.
That was a pretty good turn. And they also gave me a card.
Oh dear.
I'll keep this for Jace, actually. You know, as I say that.
One bite, and all your cares are gone.
I do need more lands, though, to get this Jace down. With the mana drain. I think we'll just win with the mana drain up. And Oko together. I don't think we actually have to do anything.
Your new look is enchanting.
See what their last card is. Counter spell. Nice. So that's kind of how I feel about this matchup. Okay, let's go again. That was a pretty good run. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Interesting. Now that we got... Oh, we don't have double green source, huh? Maybe we can find one? I guess we could protect it using... Okay. Let's keep that one. We can go Deathrite Shaman into a Veil of Summer. I don't like that, like, the Surgical Extract is just so easy to spot whether or not we have it. Also, they play Path to Exile. They might just give us some lands. Okay. Sure. Also... Okay, so let's steal... Let's get rid of all the swords from the deck. So they have a mana drain. I don't know why they're playing Surgical. They have a binding. Currently the binding costs 2 mana. They play 2 Path to Exile. 3 Teferis, 5 mana Teferis, and a Wandering Emperor. They play 3 Archmage Charms. Valky, not very useful here. We're getting super punished for... not having another forest. Unfortunate. Ooh, Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize. I think I might just Veil of Summer, honestly. Yeah. And I'll just play out the Valkyrie. Wow, I got a lance, so I can play Tarmogoyf now. Perfect. I mean, I only play one copy of a Veil of Summer, so this is actually not bad. And it's not like we have anything to show after I play the Tarmogoyf. The only information they know is 2 lands and a Valkyrie. Let's see. We have double swamp. So let's go breeding pool. I might just go run out the Valkyrie just as a beater. A 2-1 beater. Demonic Tutor. Would you look at that? I mean, it's so tempting, right? It's so tempting to go Jace here. I have to go Oko. There's just no way. The reason why I can't go Valkyrie because I can't actually plot and cast it at the same time. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't. I know it's cool, but I just can't. Ooh, mana drain. You know what? I'll draw into another brainstorm. Am I playing Valkyrie here? Double green. I think I'm just gonna play Valkyrie here.
Gaze into my face and put on your true shape.
Like, we're about to win soon. So, yeah. I mean, if they counter that, that's fine. I don't want to, like... that is a fat mana drain. Like, too bad we actually... This deck actually can't make use of the mana drain too much. Unfortunately. Okay, so... I played, like, 5 games with this deck. Unfortunately, I couldn't actually get a footage where the Jace actually exiled the relevant cards. So, I mean, my plan was to Jace, exile Tarmogoyfs or Oko, right? And then while I cast these cards, I hold up a mana drain, counter, leave up counter spells like Drown in the Lock and Mana Drain to actually safely deploy these. But turns out, because the Jace, the passive doesn't let you play this out on earlier turns, by the time you cast Jace, you don't have enough permanents in your hand to play the permanent and have a counter spell in the same hand. So Jace was, don't get me wrong, the Jace was still good, despite not being able to plot as often than I liked. But just the fact that like it could loot every single turn, and it only cost 2 mana, getting rid of some of the lands, you could even get rid of a Uro, right? Late game comes around, you draw into a discard spell, which is kind of dead in your hand. Opponent doesn't have any cards in your hand. You could also loot those cards as well. Like, don't get me wrong, Jace was good, but for the purpose why I put it into the deck, it wasn't really that great. So I went into this deck knowing that the mana drain actually don't have any value other than the fact that it's just a counter spell. Since we actually, since this is a pretty low ceiling deck, we don't really have a lot of colorless mana to abuse the mana drain. But regardless, I did just kind of wanted to try out how the mana drain kind of felt in the deck. Since even getting just one colorless mana, I mean, you could use that to cast like Oko and Tarmogoyf on a single turn, right? Turn 2, counterspell mana drain, and then Oko and Tarmogoyf on turn 3. Like, that could be an option. So, like, regardless, it's still a better counterspell, so you just kind of play it. The only thing really bad to say about this deck is I think the mana base. I think the mana base was atrocious because turn 1 Thoughtseize into a mana drain was kind of hard. So if I go Windswept Heath, I can't mana drain. Oftentimes, Windswept Heath felt pretty terrible to me. So maybe the plan is to go down to 2 copies of Heath, and instead we'll play more Flooded Strands. So we can go Flooded Strand into fetching a Watery Grave, and then Thoughtseizing into a turn 2 mana drain. So I think this should actually fix it. And we'll use the 4th copy of a Flooded Strand as a Prismatic Vista so that the Prismatic Vista can grab a forest when you want, since the Flooded Strand can't grab a forest or swamp. Yeah, that's just a kind of a unfortunate side effect of not having all the fetch lands in this format. Having a copy of a Prismatic Vista actually solves a lot of the issues. I also thought the Mystic Sanctuary was insanely awful, but as a one-of, like, is it so bad? I mean, I do say this, but I did actually play 2 games where the Mystic Sanctuary was kind of an eyesore. So hopefully with these changes, I'm just gonna leave the Mystic Sanctuary there. Yeah, I mean, the deck was not bad. I went into the deck very excited because the Jace has so many cards you can plot. Like, even plotting Uro is so good, right? And like, Oko being a 0 mana card, Tarmogoyf being a 0 mana card. Like, I clicked play, being excited how insane Jace could be because of a lot of these permanents that you can cast other than Valky, but it wasn't actually very impactful than I'd like. So yeah, that's a little bit of a downfall there, but I still think Jace is pretty good even in this deck. Since there's no guarantee that you're always going to be able to draw exactly like Shaman, Oko, and Tarmogoyf, right? If you draw something like Deathray Shaman into Mana Drain into Jace, and then you top deck Oko later, then the Jace is going to be really good, right? So I think it's worth investigating whether or not this shell is actually as good as it seems. So yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. And as always, if you guys enjoyed the video so far, leave a like, comment below, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.